Good morning. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I select my grapevines that I pruned off of my grape plant. And I am going to root them. This is the way I do it. So here I look for the biggest stem. Here's one that I would select. So I do not need the whole thing. For example, I might take maybe a yard long, 3 feet. Okay, so just like that. Put that aside for a moment. Again, look for the thicker stem. This one again would be a good candidate for rooting. Wow, look at how thick this one is. Just to give you an indicator, this one is probably about maybe 2 pencil thick. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep this whole piece here. It is probably about 6 feet long, but I'm gonna keep this one. And I will cut them into about maybe 6 to 8 inches long to use for my rooting process. There's another piece. This is about maybe 2 pencils thick again, and 2 pencil thick is probably about a half an inches thick in diameter. And this one is not as good as the other one, so I'm gonna go ahead and take about maybe a yard, 3 feet of it, just like that. And I'm going to save that again for some new cutting, some new rooting process. This one also looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one as well, about a pencil thickness. And what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and trim it off about right there. That leaves me about a yard long again. Just found myself another piece right here. So again, this one is pretty good, but in any case, I'm just gonna go ahead and take about a yard of it again. And this one has additional extension here. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of those, as I only need the bigger stem. So now here are the one that I selected. I'm gonna bring them away, and I'm going to continue cutting them in this process so that I can have about 6 to maybe 8 inches long stem. And the way you know that which way is up, normally like what I cut here, I can see that the bud kind of point this direction. So that means, for me, what I observe here is that that's the top part. So this is the bottom portion, the bottom side, and that's the top side. So what I do is, again, about 6 to 8 inches. So again, right about there, I'm going to cut. Right about there, I'm going to cut. So here's what I have. About right there, I'm going to cut. Again, there's no real precise way to do that, but that's how I do it. Here's another piece. I'm going to do the same thing. First, I'm going to separate this about right there. And now same thing, about 6 to 8 or even maybe 10 inches sometimes, right above the last bud I want to save. Going on right here, I can go ahead and do it above that bud, do it above that bud. So now I have a whole bunch of maybe 6 inches cuttings there. And these are about 8 to 10 inches there. Continuing the process. And here's my last piece. This one is pretty thick. I have to reset my pruner a bit there in order to get the cutting, complete my cutting. So there we go. And here's my last cut. And now I'm going to go ahead and get some water. I think this pan should be good. Some rainwater. It could be any water that tap water could work also too, but for tap water you might want to leave it out for an hour or two just to dechlorinate it. And then but here I don't need to dechlorinate my rainwater here, so I'm just gonna take my stem and basically just put it in again to start the rooting process. So I paused the camera for a moment there to kind of tidy it up a little bit, but this is what it looks like in the water. Make sure the tip end of your cutting touches the water, and if the water dry out, simply just add some more water in there. And you might need to change the water every, I don't know, few days, or at least a week or so, every week or so, until they root, so that the water doesn't stink up and create disease that actually will kill your root. But that's the way I root my cuttings, or prepare and root my cuttings. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, and one more thing, these cutting has to be in a shaded area. It can't be out in the sun. I'm going to place it right here where I have my rosemary cutting. And I can see my rosemary cutting starting to root right there in the middle of the screen. That's a good sign. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.